Hey guys, welcome to Random Movie Reviews. My name is Wally, and real quick, this is how these videos work. I hit shuffle on a bunch of movies, most of which I've never seen, some of which I've never even heard of. I then, from the title and the year it was made, that's all I know about it, I give you what I think the movie is about. Then I actually watch the movie, find out how wrong that I am, and I give my review and my rating and where it ranks on the movies I've watched so far. So then at the very end of the video, I hit shuffle again and I say the title for the next movie. So you can kind of watch that too if you want to. And these are uploaded every Wednesday and Saturday at 5 p.m. Let's get into the video. All right, we are hitting shuffle. Let's do this, see what we got. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. All Quiet on the Western Front from 1930. All right, guys, I knew it was going to happen eventually. I was going to get a really old movie in a Western at that. Guys, this is All Quiet on the Western Front, literally from 1930. Guys, I've never watched a movie this old. So, my thoughts are that there's going to be this nice western town and everything's going good, and then a bunch of bandits come in and terrorize the place, and the sheriff in town ain't going to take it. And these pew pews and the bad guys are pew pewing. They're pew pewing too, and there's a bunch of pew pewing going on. I don't know. I've never seen a movie this old, so we'll guys, I have to watch it. So here we go. Let's see if I'm wrong. All right, so I was way off on what I thought this movie was about. All Quiet on the Western Front from 1930 was not a Western at all. About the only thing I had right was the pew pew, and there's a whole lot of pew pewing. Now, before I get into the rating and ranking of this movie, I do want to say, of all the movies I watched so far, this one was the hardest for me to rate because the parts of this movie that were good were so good. They were so good, but it just felt like a lot of it was really long. It was 2 hours and 15 minutes long. I'm not a fan of war movies. Um, but something else a friend of mine brought up, which is an interesting thing, because this is about some people in school. I'm guessing like 12th grade. I don't know, in Germany, prior to World War I, and how they get talked into going into the military to join the war, and how much that would impact their lives, and how great it would be to be a part of fighting for your country. And it is interesting to see the US's take on what Germany is like pre World War II, pre Hitler, like before Hitler, so predates that. It's kind of interesting to see the US's take on Germany, on German people. So that is an interesting dynamic there. And I really wish it wasn't so long, because there were some parts that I felt like were kind of unnecessary, and it did move slowly in that respect. Of course, it's from 1930. I didn't expect the special effects to be amazing, but for 1930, it was pretty good. So I mean, like the good parts of this movie, guys, were so good. Um, but once again, don't like war movies very much, just not my cup of tea. And the fact that it was a little longer than I think it needed to be, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7.7. So, of the 7 movies I've watched, it is it's number 2 on the list. So, it is a good movie, like I said. But could not give it a higher score. I went back and forth on this a lot. I went from 7 to 9. I bounced back and forth. So on another day, this may have been number 1, but for me, it dragged on a little too long. Um, but overall, my dog really liked it. He's given it a rave review. Anyway, guys, so that's it. It's a 7.7. It is a good. It's definitely worth watching. I will say that. It's an old movie, but definitely recommend watching it. It does show, just how awful war can be, and it's kind of like it shows how gung ho you are going into it, and kind of how you are coming out of it. And so it's worth the watch. But that being said, let's see what's next. All right, hitting shuffle now. Let's see what we got. Is this superhero related? Warner Premiere? I don't know. DC. I think I know what this is. This is Green Lantern Emerald Knights. Okay. From 2011.